Hi, garden rebels. I know it's been absolutely crazy. That's what spring is. It's up, down, it's everywhere, especially in the beginning. But today, I want to go over 3 things to keep us on track for the month of April. Let's get started. And number one, it's really quite easy, is don't touch your hydrangeas. I know, we're just getting outside after all of this rough weather and we want to enjoy some sunshine, and our big first project is that hydrangea. I says, well, let's give that a trim back. But if we trim in the spring, most generally by the way, if we prune in the spring, what we'll be doing is pruning off the blooms for this coming season. I say in generally because there are new types of hydrangeas that actually bloom on new growth. But right now, if you don't know that new variety that you have, don't touch it. We want to cut it. Don't touch it. We wanna 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 cut it. Don't touch it. Of course, this is your garden. These hydrangeas are your plants and you're going to grow them the way you want them to grow. Just realize that if you want to trim that hydrangea back, you won't have the blooms or as many blooms or a few blooms or no blooms at all for this coming season. Step one's pretty easy. Keep it up. Number 2 item for keeping up in the garden for the month of April is if you are a seed grower. Now is a time to start planting those seeds. What? It's in April? Yes, I like to plant seeds a tad bit later. Once you start a seed and they get their first true leaves on there, you really want to have a home outside already planned and ready to go for those seeds to continue to grow. If you have them inside for too long, it can be a lot of work and you get a lot of stretch and some weak stems, and getting them outside cool down a little bit better. And by May, it's warm enough to let them finish growing outside. Now, why start seeds rather than plants? Well, you can choose particular seeds that perhaps you won't get as many varieties in plant starts. For instance, carrots. Carrots don't like to be transplanted too much, so planting carrots. Radishes would be a good one. Perhaps there might be a type of tomato. No, I would start a tomato with plants. There's lots and lots of varieties on that. What else can I suggest? Corn is a good one. Corn, oftentimes finding plants of a particular variety of corn that you enjoy is better to start as a seed. What else? Beans, of course, are really good as well. And of course, peppers are a lot of fun. That's a really fun project if you have little kids, by the way, to start them in seeds and then let them grow through the hot summer and get the final harvest of those. A lot of fun. You can start them as plants as well. But if you want to start seeds, now is a great time. Take a look at these carrots. Wouldn't those be fun? I thought these were cute as well. Oh, I also forgot to mention, if you want to do those giant type of pumpkins, seeds are definitely a good way to start that as well. I love these warty types. Cat grass. Get your kitty cat purring. And if you're interested about planting seeds inside and getting started, let me know in the comments, and perhaps we'll do another separate video on how to start seeds inside. And finally, number 3 is the big question is, can I plant my annuals now? And the answer is a solid yes. Take a look, by the way, we have been switched to these earth pots, is like what we like to call them. You can plant these direct without taking the wrap off, and it saves on plastic. Take a look at this guy. This is a Biden's. This is one that will literally keep blooming all through the summer. By the way, just a few side notes on the annuals. Now, we're choosing annuals because if you want color, if you long for that color after the gray and brown of winter, and you really want something to enjoy, and for the longest time, annuals is by far the way to go. You can literally get 6 months of bloom. But also keep in mind, just a few things on the annuals is there are annuals that are extremely fragrant. So like this stalk, I swear this makes me think of roses. So just this beautiful, this is a stalk midget mix. And of course, for a centerpiece, take a look at this heliotrope. This one I like because it has a variation of that violet color. So it can go from very, very dark, almost black, to almost a white when it finishes. And then you pluck it off and you'll have it reblooming and reblooming. And then look at these dark leaves. So heliotrope for a centerpiece in your basket or container. Another side note, I just can't help myself, is these variegated leaf angel's trumpet. This is a Brugmansia. These are those big, long, huge blooms that strangely become fragrant right at 7 o'clock in the evening, sometimes in the early morning as well, but 7 in the evening when you're sitting out on the deck after a long day and you're watching that sun go down, just that fragrance of that Brugmansia just comes out, and it's the bomb. We'll go over more of the annuals certainly as time goes by, and I'll guide you through on your hanging basket of annuals as well, the exact steps to take to make sure that they last a long, long, long time and they get full and big and lush. I'm very excited. So guys, that's the tips and tricks for this week. Always live your passion. A new type of lobelia.